Now to that astonishing U.S. Open final. Serena Williams losing to Japan's Naomi Osaka following a coaching penalty, breaking her racket and arguing with the chair umpire.
Everybody's talking about this, and now Williams is speaking about what happened on the court. ABC's Ariel Reshef was at the match as this all unfolded. She's at Flushing Meadows in New York, where she spoke to both players, both of peers at times last night. Ariel.
Hey, good morning, guys. At times it was heart-pounding, at times heartbreaking inside that arena, that match taking a turn no one expected.
Explosive moments on the biggest stage in tennis.
You owe me an apology. I have never cheated in my life. I have a daughter and I stand what's right for her, and I've never cheated. And you owe me an apology.
Serena Williams hoping to clinch a historic 24th Grand Slam title, but trouble straight out of the gate for the great. Her 20-year-old opponent Naomi Osaka coming out swinging. The match turning to mayhem after chair ump Carlos Ramos issued Serena a violation, claiming her coach had given an illegal sign from the box.
If he gives me a thumbs up, he's telling me to come on. We don't have any code, and I know you don't know that.
Serena seething.
I don't cheat to win, I'd rather lose. I'm just letting you know.
Her anger absorbed by the crowd, which burst into raucous boos. Serena breaking her racket.
Threatened with another penalty. The situation escalated.
You need to make an announcement that I didn't get coaching.
Later handed another penalty.
She calls for the referee. Serena then accusing the umpire of sexism.
There are men out here that do a lot worse because I'm a woman. Because I'm a woman, you're going to take this away from me? That is not right.
In the end, Osaka outplaying her idol. The champion breaking down as the two embraced after the emotional match. Osaka's trophy ceremony tinted by the turbulence, but Serena herself pushing back.
Let's give everyone the credit where credit's due, and let's not boo anymore. We're gonna get through this, and let's be positive. So, congratulations, Naomi. No more booing.
How did motherhood influence how you comforted Naomi today?
I don't know. I felt at one point I felt bad because I'm crying and she's crying, and maybe it was the mom in me that was like, listen, we got to pull ourselves together here.
A hard-fought victory for Osaka, making history for her country.
When she came up and hugged you at the end of the match, what did she say to you? What did you feel?
She said that she was proud of me, and like so many things came into my mind when she said that, so I was really grateful for her.
The Women's Tennis Association says it will be looking into what happened on the court. But guys, let's not forget that stunning victory by Osaka. She tells me she is still going to celebrate with ice cream and let that victory continue to sink in. Dan?
Yes, we don't want that to get overlooked in all of this. Ariel, she did. She played very well. Ariel Reshef, thank you very much. There's a lot to talk about here, so let's bring in a ringer. ESPN commentator Patrick McEnroe, a former top professional player who was right there in the crowd yesterday. So let's start at the heart of the matter here. Serena out on the court seemed to be claiming gender bias. Does she have a case?
Well, let me start with two things. First of all, Serena Williams is the greatest tennis player of all time, okay? And she plays with passion, and she plays with a lot of intensity. Let's also remember that Naomi Osaka outplayed Serena Williams yesterday thoroughly from start to finish, okay? So let's put those on the table. Serena has a point when it comes to gender bias, because I've seen a million tennis matches, okay, between the Roger Federers, the Rafael Nadals, the Serena Williams, a guy named John McEnroe, who was known to get a little bit perturbed out there.
You guys are related.
You know him?
Yeah, it was
you know
a little bit passionate at times, okay?
Yes.
So Serena's right when she says this probably would have been handled differently if it were men playing, okay? But she also has to accept her own responsibility for letting it just continue during the match and get out of hand. Do I think the umpire made all the correct decisions? Absolutely not. But I don't think Serena did either.
Well, you know, the coach, Serena's coach, actually admitted that he was coaching her on the sidelines, which is against the rules. So what exactly did he do?
Well, he gave her some hand signals. You could see there in the video, he's given her some hand signals. And he said, everybody coaches. He's right. Everybody does coach. But everybody speeds at 75, 80 miles an hour. If you get a ticket, you get a ticket. You get caught. He got caught. Now, the umpire could have easily diffused it by saying, listen, Serena, nobody's saying you're cheating. We're not, Serena took it personally as a personal affront. I've seen Rafael Nadal get coaching violation warnings in the middle of huge matches. He gets pissed off, he vents, and then he moves on. Serena got pissed off. She could have vented. She could have moved on. She didn't entirely move on. She kept going. And that's where I think she has to take her responsibility for doing that. But also, it has to be said that she has a point when it comes to gender bias, because I believe that a chair umpire who's a man against another man would have said, listen, whether it's Rafael Nadal or Roger Federer, listen, you got to pipe down now. You got to be quiet. You've gotten 2 violations. If you get another one, you're getting a game penalty. Nobody wants to see that happen, especially in the U.S. Open final.
And then all of this, Patrick, contributing to the boos and the crowd didn't know what was going on. But I do want to talk about Naomi Osaka. You mentioned her and just the incredible performance. This is a woman who idolized Serena Williams. She wrote a paper about her when she was a kid. She was so excited to play in this Grand Slam, the first Japanese player to win the Grand Slam in singles. How much does this, though, diminish this historic victory of hers?
Well, I mean, you saw her crying, and during the trophy presentation, and I sent a tweet out during that situation that Serena handled that with class, which she did. She was the only person, Serena, that could have diffused the situation of the crowd booing. Naomi Osaka completely outplayed Serena in this match. She moved great. She served incredibly well. She handled all that's going on. She gets a game penalty given to her. The crowd's absolutely going crazy. Serena holds serve the next game to make it 5-4. She steps to the line and she serves out the match. So amazing performance. That's why I say it was very disappointing to see the crowd. A lot of them don't even know the rules. So the umpire did abide by the rules. Number 1, a coaching violation. That's code of conduct. Number 2, racket abuse. That's a given. Nobody's arguing with that violation. Number 3, where I have an issue, is the 3rd violation, which is an automatic game penalty. And to me, that's where the umpire had to say, Serena, you got to calm down. Yeah. You're going too far. I do not want to give you a game penalty, but if you do one more thing, you will get one.
It's such an emotional moment. And honestly, I teared up a little bit for both of them because it was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Thank you for your insights.
My pleasure.
Amazing.
Patrick McEnroe.
Incredible scene out there.
Definitely. And we'll have much more ahead on that match and dig a little deeper into everything and where this moves forward and goes from here. Coming up later on in the show.
We'll not forget this game.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Patrick, thank you.